Lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Washington Nationals. It's the Fall Classic, Game 1 of the World Series. Jose Barrios gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, thanks. Coming on Jose Barrios, and this guy has all the tools to be a great one. Great velocity with life, 94 to 97 miles an hour, power slider, and it's a big sweeper. It's
back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2027 Washington Nationals.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
Leading off tonight for Boston, shortstop, number 2.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Liner towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out. Stepping into the box, Sean Rodriguez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Sean Rodriguez.
Here now the 2-2. Hit hard up the middle. Big Dog has it. And that's the first out. Coming to the plate now, Big Daddy, Big Dog, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Big Daddy, Big Dog.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Smoke toward the hole, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
The 0-1 delivery. Ripped on the ground to first. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Digging in and looking for more, Big Daddy, Big Dog. He singled his last time up.
Big Dog.
First pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And he's safe.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Ready for another shot now. Andrew Benintendi. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-2. Swing and a looper to left. Torero coming in. He can't get there as it falls in. And not in time as the run scores. Digging in, Nomar Mazara.
The right fielder, number 30, Nomar.
Now a look and a throw back to second. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout, and I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases-loaded situation, that could drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take it out of his game, and he came back with another good pitch and got the punch out. A really nice job of taking it 1 pitch at a time.
Looking to leave him loaded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Red Sox settle for just the 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Nationals nothing. At the plate, Joaquin Torero. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Chopped weakly to the left. Big Dog. And that's the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Hans Gutu. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Madsen leads off first with 1 away. On the ground is short. This could be one there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Nationals nothing. Ready for another chance. Big Daddy, Big Dog. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Big Daddy, Big Dog.
First offering on its way. High in the air down the right field line. Bowden on the move. 2 down. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Big Daddy, Big Dog. He flew out in his last at bat. From the stretch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Yeah, and giving up an RBI double is always painful, but even more so when there are 2 outs in the inning. A run had already crossed the plate, and then he gives up a blistering double to allow another run on the board.
Digging in once again, Andrew Benintendi, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Big Dog stands at second with 2 gone.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Boston's out in front, 7-0.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series, while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5. MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Game 2 of the World Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Washington Nationals. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one, as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Shohei Ohtani will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Man, this guy was really rock solid in his last one. 8 solid innings in his last start to pick up the win. We'll see if he can keep it going and make it 2 really good starts in a row.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2027 Washington Nationals.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Nomar Mazara has in store. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
Shohei Ohtani is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, that's what this guy, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And surprisingly today, the best arm resides out in center field. This guy's known for his range. We get it. He can go gap to gap. He's got an accurate arm. But I'll tell you what, you won't see many guys trying to take the extra base on him. He has got an absolute cannon out there.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a swing and a miss on the first pitch as we are underway here in game 2. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Bowden racing back to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, looks like they were determined to be aggressive early, and it almost results in a home run in the first at-bat of the game, but he'll settle for a double and hope the number 2 man can pick him up.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Chopped weakly to the left. And there's one down now. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. Man at third, and a very early opportunity for him to drive in a run. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Bowden. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Ready now, Big Daddy, Big Dog. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First delivery to him on the way. One out, nobody on. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Line drive to left. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. On to first, a double play. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied at 1-1. Settling in now, Mark Madsen. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Leading off the inning, Big Daddy, Big Dog, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Stepping in, Andrew Benintendi, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. The 1-2. Softly on a line to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. On to first, and they get the double play. So striding forward now, Hans
Leading off for the
Gutu.
Nationals, catcher, Hans Gutu.
Hit on the ground to short. Big Dog. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now at the plate, Daniel Robertson. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Daniel Robertson.
Hit on the ground out to short. Big Dog. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. Striding in once again, Big Daddy, Big Dog. He singled his last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back. That old slogan, a bloop and a blast, they could certainly use that right now.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series, while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant.
From the oldest stadium in baseball, Fenway Park, MLB Network is on the air. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the Washington Nationals and the Boston Red Sox. A pivotal Game 3 of the World Series is next. Enos Jean gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. Was able to pitch into the 6th inning, wasn't able to complete the inning. It kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now,
a moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's got great power. I love watching.
In now for Washington, Sean Rodriguez, runner in scoring position with two gone. Grounded to short. Big dog. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nationals leave one. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Big Dog.
Here's the first pitch to him. To short, hit hard. Backhanded. And now against his body, a jump throw. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. McGrath on the move. One down. So stepping in, Nomar Mazara, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Fielder, Nomar Mazara.
A ball and a strike. Big Dog stands at first with one out. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Back up the middle. Reined in. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Stepping into the box, Big Daddy, Big Dog.
Shortstop, Big Daddy.
First delivery to him on the way. Back up the middle. To his left, Robertson. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Next will be the designated hitter, Richard Bowden. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Bowden.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. To second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
Coming to the plate now, Big Daddy, Big Dog. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
And another throw over. Runner back safely. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. The 0-1 on its way. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. McGrath is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Striding into the box, Hans Gutu.
Hans Gutu.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be two? The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. They'll get up and stretch here at Fenway. It's the Nationals 1 and the Red Sox nothing. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Big Daddy, Big Dog, and their runners at the corners now. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3. So a big moment in the ball game here. Big Daddy, Big Dog, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Big Daddy, Big Dog. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. In there, no balls and a strike. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. Rips this one to first, and that'll get down for a base hit. Runner takes the turn at second on his way to third. The relay.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter. He could come through right here, a chance to be the hero.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but he's back. Another look to first. And the runner back safely. Here's the first pitch. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. 1 away. Before the 0-2, a look to first. And a dive, but he's back in. And again a throw, and he'll dive back in. Another throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Now the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back. And another throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. And again a throw over, runner back safely. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. 1 away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Here he is in his 3rd inning of work out of the pen, which isn't all that common these days. And he's looking a little off right now. These guys aren't used to getting this much work in a single game anymore.
A swinging bunt up the third baseline. And they will lead the series 2-1 as they walk off winners.
You expect drama and historic moments in the World Series, and we just got another one of those. A walk-off to end this thing in the final at-bat of the game. What a finish!
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys...
From the oldest stadium in baseball, Fenway Park, MLB Network is on the air. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the Washington Nationals and the Boston Red Sox. Game 4 of the World Series comes up next. Felipe Cordova is the man on the mound for the fourth game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the...
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. What's this club going to need to focus on this evening, Mark?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Big Daddy Big Dog.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through for a hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. Next up for the Red Sox, Nomar Mazara.
Batting third, right fielder, Nomar Mazara.
The 2-2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. There's one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first. Standing in, Joaquin Torreira. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Hit to short. Big Dog fields it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Striding in for Boston, Big Daddy Big Dog. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the pitch. Hard hit ball to short. To his left, Robertson. And there are two away now. So striding in, Hans Gutu. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A bouncer to the left side. Big Dog. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Into the box now, Brian McGrath. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Big Dog is throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the shortstop.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is line to left, and a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets him going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off, and they start to go more ambush tactics.
Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. The 0-1 pitch. Bounced softly in front of the plate. And there's out number two. Rafael Devers the next to bat. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Rafael Devers.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ryan McGrath. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out. Now at the plate, Big Daddy, Big Dog. He singled his last time up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any run.
Belted high in the air out to left. Pereira ranging back. It bangs off the billboard, and it's out of here. Solo shot here to left, his first homer here in the series, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Yeah, they have everything to lose in this game, but it's obvious they have zero quitting them. They're going to battle until
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Big Daddy, Big Dog. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first, and now the Red Sox are down to their final out. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series, while other guys fade into the background.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the pivotal Game 5 of the World Series between the Washington Nationals and the Boston Red Sox. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on defense.
At the plate, Joaquin Torrero. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Batting third, the shortstop, Big Daddy Big Dog.
First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled right back up the middle. And that gets through for a one-out base hit. Long throw to third. Throw won't get him. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for two. Into the box now, Richard Bowden. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. To short. Big Dog. On to first, and that is two quick outs to start the fourth. Leading off the inning, Big Daddy Big Dog, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy.
Now at the plate, Big Daddy Big Dog. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming, here it is. Lifted in the air out to center field.
Waiting on it is Brinson.
Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Striding in now for the Nats, Ryan Hubbard. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Big Dog takes it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Sean Rodriguez. He singled his last time up. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Popped high in the air. Big Dog has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Scott Hackman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. So digging in now, Big Daddy Big Dog. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. A solo shot here to left, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
I mean, you have to love the World Series. What a game we have right now. Home run ties it late. Place is going absolutely bananas. Would you rather be anywhere else?
Striding in, Brian McGrath. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Now the 1-2 pitch. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Stepping up to the plate, Matt Olson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? The second for 1. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Digging in, Big Daddy, Big Dog. The winning run is at first base.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Boston Red Sox pulled ahead 3-2 in this World Series and are now just a single win away from a championship. Logan Cedeno gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching. MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of this year's Fall Classic between the Boston Red Sox and the Washington Nationals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, obviously, a lot of things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
It's been a tight series so far, which we kind of expected when we started, but now it's backs up against the wall time. The series has shifted locations, and now these guys need to win the final 2 games at home to win it. This crowd should certainly help, but they've still got a tough task at hand.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2027 Washington Nationals.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Dero, what's the key if they want to be crowned World Series champs here tonight?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit in the air out to right. Bowden moves over. 1 out. Now at the plate, Nomar Mazara, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And prior to the 0-2, a move to first. And he'll get back in safely. And again a throw, and the runner back safely. Big Dog, base runner at first with 1 out. Hot shot on the ground is short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Rafael Devil.
The 3-1. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks and that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
The 2-2. Swing and a ground ball to third. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. 1 run scores. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Dero, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in 2.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you could throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
Stepping up now, Big Daddy, Big Dog, and the Red Sox with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there, base hit. He'll come home with it. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but it doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Andrew Benintendi. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Red Sox on top, 6-0. Stepping in, Matt Olson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Bowden leads off first with 1 away. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner moves into scoring position at second. Now batting, Big Daddy, Big Dog. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bowden has it in his tracks, and that retires the side. Nothing doing here this half. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Red Sox lead it 6-0. Now in the box, Joaquin Torrero.
Left fielder, Joaquin Torrero.
Here's the 1-2. On the ground is short. This could. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We're through 3 here in game number 6. Boston's out in front, 6-0. In now, Richard Bowden. He singled his last time up.
Richard Bowden.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Grounded to short. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Red Sox on top, 6-2. Digging in, Big Daddy, Big Dog. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Set to deliver the 0. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Torrero has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox settle for just the 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Red Sox are out in front, 7-2. Ready once again, Daniel Robertson. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Daniel Robertson.
A bullet to first base. The tag will get him coming back to first. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So no runs. Now to the plate, Sean Rodriguez. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
And the runner from second is in to score. That makes it a 7-3 ball game.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through. He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Now batting.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Barehanded, the throw to first, not in time. Great effort, comes up just short. And now runners will be at first and second with nobody out. At the plate, Nomar Mazara. He was a double play victim last time around. 0-1 count and the pitch. Grounded to third. This could be 2. He's got it to second for 1. On to first, a double play. Rafael Devers the next to bat. It was a single for him in his last at bat. And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with 1 swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Now batting.
Drew Robinson the next to dig in, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. One ball, 1 strike to count. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And it's 1-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there. Leading off the inning, Mark Madsen, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. Aquino rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Mazzara is there to put it away for out number 1. Into the box, Hans Gutu.
Now batting, catcher.
First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. 3 runs, 10 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Daniel Robertson. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. 3 runs, 10 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. 2-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch, looking for it down and in, and still then it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off, and the count runs full. And this one misses inside. A ball, he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Ryan McGrath will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Robertson, the runner at first with 2 gone. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him. Is that it? Back now with baseball on MLB Network from the nation's capital, just down the street from the Capitol building. We are set for what remains in this one. Kyle Crick enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Standing in, Ryan McMahon. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Pereiro has it in his tracks. He's got it 1 away. Digging in now, Jose Liriano. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. One and two to the Red Sox catcher.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. In the air out to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Loved the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
First offering on its way. Missed with a slider. One out and a runner on second base. Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. And that'll get down out there near the wall. He's in at second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
A ball and no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
Runner at second here with one man out. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. In the dirt. Throw goes over to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Popped him up. Rodriguez takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. So coming to the plate, Big Daddy, Big Dog, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Brinson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Roberto Ozuna, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Leading off in the bottom of the ninth, right fielder.
Here's the first pitch. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Weakly to the left. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Stepping into the box, Joaquin Carrero. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 1 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Big Dog is there, and there are 2 men gone now. Coming to the plate now, Matt Olson. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down-and-in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
The 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Last strike now for the Nats. And it's Bedlam in Beantown. The Red Sox are once again world champions.
Wow, World Series champions. The only thing that could have made this sweeter would have been doing it in front of the home crowd. But hey, they're not complaining, believe me. Now they can look forward to celebrating during the parade as they bring the World Series trophy home. What a moment for this team, this organization, and that city.
Back now on the show. It's all over, and you see the reactions there to the final out. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.
The final.
Phone call.